everybody. Welcome to the Geriatric Millennials. This is Beth.
And this is Jayme.
And we're just two oldish, youngish ladies prepping for the holiday season.
That's right.
Very excited this year. Like I said before, first fall-a-days.
Holidays.
in the new house. But obviously we're going to be out of fall. But yes, it's very exciting to do holidays right now.
What are you excited about?
Well, the world's been pretty bleak. And so I'm mainly just trying to create my own magic this year of like romanticizing the holidays and just like really just like leaning hard into like every possible magical moment that can happen.
I love that perspective.
Yeah. I just want to enjoy. I just want to enjoy what I can enjoy.
I love that.
Yeah.
I need to hear that because I feel like a little bit of heaviness going into the holidays and like more of a pressure or something that I don't really want to be feeling. I want to be excited, but I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, this is going to be really expensive.
That too. But you know what? I'm living the YOLO life right now and nothing matters till January 1. And so that's how I'm prepping for the holidays. So the thing that so moving into the new house, one of the things that I really was like, I need to take a moment and pause and think about all the traditions I grew up with, all the traditions I kind of created myself, I've seen with my friends, and decide what traditions I want to have moving forward and what traditions I like maybe don't want to participate anymore. And that has been kind of exciting to be like, how do I want to like recognize like, okay, how do I kick off the holiday season, the Christmas season or the Thanksgiving season? And I was watching Sister Wives and they were talking about their traditions. And one of them, the weekend of Thanksgiving, they always bake cookies to kick off like the Christmas season. I'm like, I kind of love that. I kind of love the idea of like baking a bunch of cookies and taking them to work or just keeping them at my house and snacking on them or whatever. I'm like, that could be a fun tradition. And like, when do I want to put my Christmas tree up? When do I want to do XYZ? Do I want to decorate for, Thanksgiving and then like in a bigger way than I normally do? So just like kind of thinking about all of that stuff and what will make it the most fun and exciting for me.
I love that.
Yeah. So that's one of the first things I'm doing this year is just really taking the time to process and figure out what do I want out of this holiday season.
Yeah.
That's
great.
I want a Christmas tree up very early this year.
Do you?
Yeah. Not even with all the ornaments, just like I think I want my Christmas tree up before Thanksgiving, but just like with the white lights.
Do you already know where you're going to put your tree?
Well, the very exciting thing is I have a tiny tree because when I was in the apartment, I had a pretty tiny tree because I didn't have space. It's only 4 foot. So I'm going to buy a new tree and it's going to go right in the corner of my living room. And then the other tree is going to go in the corner of my bedroom. So I have Christmas in multiple places.
I love that. I love that so much. One of the first things that I usually do to prep for the holidays is I have a meeting with my husband and I make a list. I make a list for each family member and like what they need and like go figure out some of the things that they need and then also try and figure out what they want and start making a list like a
Christmas shopping
wish list.
Yeah.
Yes. Because we also have 3 of our 5 family members all have birthdays around the holidays.
Oh gosh. That's
and
great.
so like differentiating between birthday gifts and Christmas gifts and then who's getting what and when and just like trying to figure that out so I have a plan in advance is really important to me. So I actually need to get on that because
it's real. As a December birthday, that is very real.
Yes.
I was realizing like I'm really trying to kind of go in the same vein, like pause and enjoy. So like the way I drive home from work now and to work, it is very beautiful because it's like the fall leaves. It's just like the last breath of colored leaves right now. But I drive this way and it's a lot more peaceful drive than I used to have to go. And I drive past this river, I go over this like very small bridge over this river, but it's really beautiful. So like in those moments, I'm trying to pause and enjoy like the sun rising as I'm like driving to work and like just pausing and enjoying all the little things. Like if I smell something yummy, I'm like, I'm pausing and enjoying. Like I'm not a huge candle sniffer, but I've noticed more often than not now when I do go to like Home Goods or TJ Maxx and I'm looking at candles, I don't really buy them, but I'll just take time to like smell the like holiday scents and just like be like, and like, what does that invoke? Like what memory does that have? And
I love that.
That's been like super fun to do.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just really enjoyed like the pausing it and enjoying. I mean, like this is stressful and chaotic. Let's pause for a second and just like be excited about it instead of like being like, I have to do's to like, I get to do's.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I love that. I definitely want to have a clean house. So that's on my to-do list because we're hosting all the holidays this year. And And not just because of that reason, because I want my house to be clean, because I like it better and I can relax more.
Yes.
So I don't have a game plan to make that happen yet, though, because I have to figure out my windows of time that I have available and then actually plan, like, when am I going to actually clean out my fridge? You know what I mean? Because I get to the bare minimum, but there's extra things that I really do need to get to, and I need to plan that so that my house is clean. I'd like that in an ideal world.
Yeah.
In an ideal world, I would just pay somebody to clean it.
Oh my gosh. It's the best.
But I don't think that's going to be happening this year.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same about making food. And that's the next big thing for me is like switching up my meal prep and really thinking through like hearty soups and stews and things like that to have that's like just kind of ready to go. I caught myself buying some pre-made chicken soup at the Costco, which
have you started eating chicken yet now?
I have, yeah. So I'm doing chicken and turkey.
Okay, your world has expanded.
It has expanded a lot.
Significantly.
It still sometimes gives me the eating chicken and turkey, but it has helped a lot with like food options.
Getting enough protein probably too.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really having a huge problem getting protein. It just it's like a different protein source. So it wasn't like just tofu all the time or having to think about eating a freaking legume, like it's just so convenient when you're out with friends for dinner and stuff.
Sure.
But yeah, just like taking that time to like go through all the saved TikTok recipes I have. And like, I just have so many like hearty meals that I was saving in the summer because I was so excited for this season that now I'm like, let's make some of that stuff, you know, let's just have delicious like breads, crusty bread and butter and some soup for dinner.
I'm getting hungry. That sounds so good.
I know. I'm actually eating soup for dinner tonight. I'm very excited.
Beth, when did you do this crossover to soup?
So have I
influenced you?
I don't maybe. I like the idea of soup. To be honest, I haven't eaten any soup yet.
It's just tonight's the first night.
It's all in my head. And so I bought the soup. And then I haven't had it yet. And so tonight's the night for the soup.
Tonight's the night. Okay.
And then we'll see if I actually like it.
Okay.
Like I've been doing more ramen, which is soup-esque. I feel like I'm like the gateway to soup is ramen. And so I've been doing ramen and now I'm like,
for sure,
let me do some noodly chicken soup. That's easy. I'm not like doing a straight up beef broth. I don't eat beef, but I'm not doing things that are too brothy yet. It's a very chunky soups. But anyway,
that's how all my soups are for the most part. Chunky.
I'm just trying to expand my
chili.
taste buds. Yes.
Borderline,
I
like
want
that
scoopable.
Hearty. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, along the lines of food, in my prep for the holidays, I have a couple of recipes that I do every year. The fall one, as we all know, we've talked about the pumpkin cookies, the soft pumpkin cookies. So I still need to make them, but my kids have been asking. So I do it once a year. And then the gingerbread cookies and the sugar cookies with the buttercream frosting in the shapes.
Yes.
I have cookie cutters and I like to do them in the cookie cutter holiday shapes.
Yes.
And then put them in the freezer and then eat them all like holiday break time. It's pretty amazing. And I that is one of the traditions that I have in my home, and I will continue with it.
So when I moved into the house, one of my friends gave me a housewarming gift, and it was scones and oatmeal raisin. It was apple scones and oatmeal raisin cookies that she had for the freezer. They were in Ziploc bags, and she gave them. She's like, here, and had like the little instructions on it. So she's like, anytime you need a cookie, you can just bake one. Amazing. I think it's like one of the best gifts I've ever gotten, because the other day I was like, I'm going to try one of her homemade oatmeal raisin cookies. I put it in the oven for like 12 minutes.
Oh my goodness. It made your house smell good.
Smell delicious. Delicious cookie. It was like, and it's like one serving. So it's like perfect, because you're not like, whatever. Because when it's in the freezer, you have to defrost it. It makes it a lot harder to chomp on.
We just eat them frozen. I can never eat just one cookie either.
Oh, this was just perfect. And I love that idea of like freezing cookies and like making a bunch of cookies just to like have a little cookie sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm also trying to think about how I want to give this season. Like, since I stepped away from youth ministry, I just haven't been like volunteering my time as much. Like, I needed some time to just heal up and, whatever. But it's like, I used to volunteer at like our gospel mission, and I used to like give a lot more time and resources. So I'm just trying to figure out like, how do I want to give this season, even to like friends, family, other people? Like, how do I want giving to look right now? I want it to be easy. That's my big thing. Like, I do not want a stressful Christmas. Last year, the end of Christmas got really stressful because I had to do some last minute shopping, and I did not like that. That is not, I like to be done in November, so I'm not thinking about it. And so I'm just really...
That's a good goal.
It makes a huge difference because if it is like the second week of December and you're still trying to figure out Christmas, it's just stressful. And I want to just be watching Christmas movies and freaking stringing popcorn on, string and putting it on the tree. Not that I would do that because of, rodents. And I'm
you have cats, so
that's true. But I'm very nervous about getting a mouse in the house. There's no signs of it, but I'm just nervous.
Again, you have cats.
Yeah,
if you had a rodent in the house, it would not last.
Do you know what would happen?
Kill it immediately.
And then you know who has to clean that up? Me.
No,
that's not a Christmas gift.
No, they're
going to
eat it.
No, I pray to the Lord they don't.
You're just going to
have to
throw
the cat at
the tail.
Oh gosh, that happened a couple times growing up with cats. Of where, what's in its mouth? Is that a tail?
Yeah,
Mom, come get the cat. Anyway, so yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna give, and mainly give to myself. Buying a new refrigerator, buying washing machines.
I love that.
I'd probably, I probably have like 10 advent calendars now. It's fine.
I need to talk to you about that later. I think for prep, one of the things that one of the things that I'm planning to do this year for the holiday prep is prep my children to have lower expectations.
Love that. That's a great conversation to have.
Guys, it's not going to be this big, all this stuff this year. Like it's just, it is literally too much.
Yeah.
Like I can't afford to have all the
$10,000 Christmas
that everybody wants. And I want to, but I don't, that's not reality. That's not realistic. So I need to prep them for that.
I always think it's interesting when you see like the Instagram and TikTok hauls that kids put up after Christmas, and you're just like, you got like 2 months worth of salary of stuff. Like that's...
Yeah.
Or the kids that have you seen the kids that do the like PowerPoints to their parents? Like, here's what I want for the holiday or my birthday. And you're just like, that'd be nice. That's a lot.
I know one of my kids was like, I just want, several name brand outfits. Oh, that's it. And I'm like, cool. Yeah, I'm sure you do want that. But I'm like, every article of clothing, it adds up.
Oh,
so
huge.
Fast. I'm just like, I would love that for you, but
I would love nothing more to make all of your Christmas wishes happen, but no.
Oh my goodness.
The kind of the last kind of cherry on top this year for me for the holiday season is just buying new decorations.
Yeah.
Because I haven't had storage before for a lot of decorations. I've had one tub for years that was all of my Christmas, which is of course a red tub with like a green top. And that was all I really allotted myself because I just didn't have space. And so this is like, I think I'm going to buy garland this year, and I even buy like a Thanksgiving garland. And I actually saw somebody that made paper ring garland that I thought was cute. And I don't know, it's just like I might get a tablecloth that's like very Christmas themed and or holiday themed. And I want to get candlesticks and just stuff that I can have. And I found like I think it was my brother's girlfriend got me a Merry Christmas. It says Meowie Christmas, like for a cat. I found it when I was unpacking. I'm like, this needs to go with my Christmas stuff. And I'm like, I kind of love the idea of not having a ton, but just a couple like seasonal mugs.
Yeah.
Like, here's my Thanksgiving mug. It's a little turkey. And here's this. I'm like, and then I realized like, am I turning into the teacher sweater lady that has,
You might. I don't know.
I was already looking at getting a new floor mat for like the outdoor doormat of like, oh, I need a Thanksgiving one. I need a fall one. I need a Christmas one. I needed this one. I'm like, oh gosh, it started. I'm gonna be toll painting in 2 seconds.
It's fun.
It's very fun. Yeah.
Well, prepping for the holidays is a little bit different for us this year. I think part of it, like I was saying at the beginning of the conversation, feeling not completely lighthearted. I think part of that for me is just because we have a family member that is likely this is going to be their last holidays with, most likely. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah.
But I think that's part of it, is just and processing that. And honestly, that's part of my prep for the holidays, is just mentally kind of thinking about that and somehow preparing. And I don't know how. Like, I don't really know how to prepare for that. I don't know how to prepare my kids for that either. Like, because I feel like we should somehow acknowledge that, or at least be aware.
Yeah.
And I think we all are. So it's like, in some ways I'd like it to be like extra special.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm just like, you never know. And I don't know. So I think that's part of it for me. I have some mixed feelings about prepping and just thinking through like what it's going to look like. So not to be like a downer, but that's just the reality, like, you know, of where I'm at.
No, I think that that's a huge thing. And I honestly think too, it's compounded by the suffering we've seen, by the hurt we've seen, by the other things that we're seeing in our communities, in our country and stuff. And it's and the divisiveness. So it's just really, it's hard sometimes to just be like, oh, bring on the festivities when you know, like, oh, like, you know, we see friends and family that are struggling and, you know, there is no way to prepare, I think, for the inevitable. You know what I mean? Like, there's just not. And
there is hard stuff like mixed in, just being real, you know, like, and holidays for a lot of people are not
super triggering.
Yeah. Are triggering and are not just, you know, really fun and light, or it's like, it's mixed together. Yeah. It's like you have the joy, the excitement and all of that at the same time as like a lot of the hard emotions of grief. Yeah. And, you just know, and that's
missing people.
Yeah.
You know, like this is the first, you know, we've both lost friends this year, and it's just very much like, it might not be an everyday thought, but I feel like those things come up certain, you know, I feel like sometimes those emotions and the memories come up stronger certain times of year, especially when you've done stuff at that time of year, you know, it just makes it very like, again, it's like a bittersweet pill to swallow, because it's like, oh, I want to have the memories and I want to be excited and I want to create even more memories, but also it can be tainted sometimes. Yeah. So I don't know. All that to say, happy holidays. Yeah. No.
But hey, we're here.
We're trying.
We're with you in whatever, you know, whatever the holidays look like for everybody. For everybody. Yeah. It's going to be a mixture, and that's okay. That's normal. That's life. Yeah. And we want to be in your ears as a support and a distraction.
As a way to just disassociate. You're welcome.
Hey, if you're enjoying this podcast and would like to support our show, you can share episodes with your friends and family, follow us on Instagram at the Geriatric Millennials, or leave us a positive review and rating, all which help us to grow. Our theme music was created by the Finley Ghost, so check out their latest album now. Thank you so much.